Hello everyone, my name is Mark Edward Blanton with The Real South Africa.
And I am Dr. Latasha Blanton, also with The Real South Africa.
We have an amazing group trip that you will be interested in. It's with the African Diaspora News Channel, a great YouTube channel that gives you great information about what's going on in Africa. But we have a group trip featuring Phillip Scott, the host.
And the trip is going to take place on March 16th to the 25th. It's going to go to Johannesburg and Cape Town, and It's in 2022. If you're interested in traveling, please send an email to info@therealsouthafrica.com.
And we'll see you here in sunny South Africa.
So the Louisiana judge that went viral, she has resigned over the fallout from the video of her, repeatedly using racial slurs. So her attorney knows that this will be the end of her professional career in public service. So Lafayette City Court Judge Michelle Odinet, who was heard saying the N-word in the video, issued a resignation statement through her attorney. So after much reflection and prayer, and in order to facilitate healing within the community, I hereby resign as judge of the Lafayette City Court effective immediately. The letter read in part. So I am sending a copy of this letter to the Secretary of State and hope that a special election can be scheduled to fill a vacancy that my resignation creates. I mean, who you praying to? The devil? That's who you worship. Her attorney, Dane Cialino, noted that his client was committed to righting her wrong to the people that she was elected to serve. He said Ms. Odinet understands that this is the end of her public service, but only the beginning of what she must do to earn the forgiveness of the community. Well, her community don't really have much of an issue about this. This is the thing. You could say those words in your home. This is the standard really operating procedure. You can say those words in your home. Just don't be caught on video doing it. Don't have it out there, where the whole world can see it, because now if the whole world sees it, then okay, now we got to address it, because we don't want the public to know that this is the language a lot of us use in our home about black people. Okay, we want to continue to finesse people to thinking that we have changed. So when you're saying things like this, I mean, we got to respond to it, right? Let's call it what it is, because if they think about it. If they really was that way, they're saying, oh, this is not who we are, X, Y, Z, then why do they feel comfortable constantly doing it? They'll be afraid to do it, right? Now, say on December the 16th, they say the Louisiana Supreme Court suspended Odinet after the investigation, is that she has been replaced temporarily by former Opelousas Judge Vanessa Harris, which made the experienced jurist, the first black judge in Lafayette history. Now that's sad. Black folks been here hundreds of years, and she's the first black judge. And you want to know why she continues to say the N-word? That's why. All these years, is she the first? It said the video, of course, was recorded last month in her home as a group was watching security camera footage of a burglary attempt at her residence. While none of the individuals that were seeing the video, voice can be heard repeating the N-word multiple times. The judge's representation confirmed her as one of the voices. Now, Governor John Bell Edwards called for her resignation. He said, I know that the judge has taken a period of unpaid leaves to reflect on what her next move should be, and I believe she has all but acknowledged that the words uttered in that video were hers. So quite frankly, there's no place for that kind of language publicly. Edwards continued, he said, especially among members of the judiciary who have the most important role in administering justice in our state. Now, the judge said that she was regretful, but takes full ownership of her words. You're only regretful because you got caught. Okay. Because remember, in that video, she was having fun saying that. She was having a jolly good time saying that word. So no, you just regret you got caught. As she continues to say, I'll take full responsibility for the hurtful words used to describe the individual who burglarized the vehicles at my home. So I'm sorry for the pain that I have caused my community. And notice, she's talking about her community, not the overall community. I want you to understand that. And ask for your forgiveness as my words not foster the public's confidence and integrity for the judiciary. She's just one of many. She isn't the only one. Trust me, she's not. Since the video was released, 2 black defendants asked for Odinet to recuse herself from their cases because they believe she would show prejudice and bias against African Americans. Now, Edwards suggested that this would happen consistently if she stayed on the bench. He said a seat she was elected to only a year ago. Other prominent politicians and organizations such as the City Councilman Glenn Lazarde, the American Civil Liberties Union of Louisiana, and the Anti-Defamation League had called for her to resign also. So that was the right thing for her to do, is to resign. But like I said, she's one of many. Let me tell you something. If they truly say they changed, put every judge on a lie detector test and ask them these words. Since you've been a judge in the state of whatever, have you ever used the N-word in your home or when black people aren't around for any reason? I promise you the majority of them will fail. And they would just tell them, okay, if it fails, then we're going to remove you from the bench because you are biased. You would have so many holes in the judiciary, it will break the judiciary, trust me. And I say, okay, well, fill them with black folk. At least we won't have that problem, right? But yeah, I mean, you go ask all the DAs the same question. You ask, we already know about the race soldiers. We already know about them. So you won't even have a police department when you're done asking that question. But yeah, think about it. Like if they're really not that way, why don't they just put them on lie detector tests in these investigations and just ask that one question? That's all you got to ask, that one. And just tell them, if you admit you said, you can go ahead on and retire, and if you got a pension or something, you could take it. But we're going to have to go through your cases and we're going to have to basically throw them out because you have a bias toward black people. They're afraid to do something like that because they already know what the result's going to be. But y'all let me know in the comments what you think about this particular story. Like I said, she's one of many. Glad she gone. Sorry she stayed so long. They are infested in this country of white supremacists. So like I said, trust me, she's not the first and she for sure won't be the last. Living in America as a black person, you recognize there is one set of laws for you and one set of laws for those, especially in the white community. In our book, Passive Aggressive Racism in the System of White Supremacy, I take you through times in my life when I first started noticing white supremacy. We teach you how to recognize it, identify it, and also counter it in our book. This book is a beginner's course for those that are just starting to wake up and open their eyes to see the system of white supremacy. As a black American person, you must understand this system because this system is life or death to you. How you handle it, how you deal with it, it can affect your mental health if you don't understand this system. Pick up our book, Passive Aggressive Racism in the System of White Supremacy, today on Amazon.